So here we got Project RBB, Root Beer Brown. It's a 90 or 91 Civic Wagon. And this is the B Series project. All-wheel drive B Series. Currently what we've done is hammered out the spot for the alternator pulley for some clearance. And we got the shifter cables in there for 97 to 2001 CRV already mounted through the firewall. And what else we got over here? Drilled out the spot welds on the factory motor mount or transmission mount. We just have to fabricate I'll put the new one on for the B series mount. What else do we do? Oh, we took the drive shaft out. We have to get that cut and balanced.
Took the seats out.
Yeah.
Got the shifter in there with the factory CRV bracket for the shifter to bolt onto. Just gonna bolt this onto the frame of the car or the body of the car, so we can bolt the shifter to it.
So we did run into a little bit of an issue with the hydro, or the cable to hydro conversion for the clutch. Was it Hutch
Performance?
Hutch Performance.
I'll grab them.
The pedals, they fit, but not really. The actual piece that goes up on there, the hydraulic plunger thing, it needs, I think, this has to be relocated. The fuse box and a couple of the air ducts have to be removed. They can't be in there because it's not going to clear. It will fit with the dash, but it's just a lot of stuff that you have to take out. So we're opting to do another way to convert that. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen it before. It does not clear though. It will clear the dash, but nothing else. If you wanted to make this work, you kind of have to go full race car and figure out how to relocate that, which would suck. And yeah, it's a good product, but not for a daily driver. So what was the other ones that they had? Was it Innovative that makes
Innovative and Hotsport.
There's
a couple other companies out there, but those are pretty much the better ones to be using on the car.
Yeah.
Probably going with the Hotsport, since we have Hotsport mounts.
Yeah, and that one bolts up on the tranny.
Yes.
Itself. So it's unfortunate, but can't use it. It's not going to work out.
We'll use it in the F series EF single cam F series.
Another build.
That's in the junkyard.
So this is the motor that's going in, B20, high compression.
High compression.
And this is the mounts that we got for it. This is Hotsport, the T bracket that they make, and also the motor mount in the back there is also Hotsport. Post mount, you guessed it, Hotsport. And this is what we're gonna have to end up welding on. This piece came off CRV.
Yep.
And when we drilled off the spot welds on the stock motor mount, this is what we're gonna have to figure out how to fabricate onto it and also reinforce it, because this definitely can't just be this holding on this heavy transmission.
It's gonna be these two bolts
And
too.
these two is going to go through the side on the frame. And yeah, Honda. It's awesome. We'll be testing it soon. We also have, not here, but do have a AC bracket to use the stock factory EF pump for the front here. We plan on getting it anodized, so we're waiting on that, just so it doesn't oxidize and look really, really bad, because it is built aluminum. And that one is also from Hosport, yes. So it's a Hosport build.
Yeah, mounts.
Pretty much everything. This thing's ready to go. Pretty much.
We get this Hosport EK mount.
We do
just for this side to do that side if we
fully complete it. Yeah. Which we probably have somewhere, possibly.
Not a Hosport one.
Not well. We might have a fake one. Fake Hosport.
Fake Hosport.
It might look this color.
Yeah, might be aluminum.
But that's what's going in RBB project, all-wheel drive Wagonvan B series. So since we are putting the B series in there and the speedo cable, show it over there.
Yeah, the speedo cable is manual. It's a cable in the EFs, 88 to 91. They're all cable. When it hits 92, they go to an electronic speedo cable, which is not a cable, it's just a wire. And they use a sensor on the transmission. So, in order to get this to work with the EF, we're actually going to put an S2000 gauge cluster into the EF. Because you might as well just have the best one in there, or not just a GSR or LS or any other DA one that you can put in there. So we'll put Honda S2000 one in there, and it's a pretty
Honda
speedo.
It's gonna look really, really good in that EF. Really good in the wagon.
Why don't you give me a 17mm bolt from over there?
17mm. Which 17mm? That's a transmission bolt.
Just to hold the this motor mount in place over here.
Yeah, that thing's been flopping around. All right.
So this is a 9091 DA intake manifold, Integra, and this has OBD 0 injectors on it already. So everything basically plugs in from the factory harness to this intake manifold, and it's the smaller, I think 56 or 58 throttle body, which you can jump that up a little bit to the 60 or 62 like the B16 has, to make it a little bit better, a little more flow. And went with the factory intake just to keep it the factory look and the year. The same kind of sticker is on the SI motor, or the RT four-wheel drive motor, as it is the DA motor. So just to keep it error correct, I guess, with the intake manifold. And then we're going to go OBD2 or OBD 0 to OBD 1 for the Dizzy, and we're going to jump the computer to a P75 ECU. And to fix the problem of running lean, because this is a B20 and the computer is meant for a B18, we're going to put an adjustable fuel regulator on here and bump up the fuel pressure to fool the computer to make a motor get more fuel, but have the same kind of curve. It's not the exact curve that the B20 has, but in the factory computer, but it's close.
It's better than running it lean and blowing up these motors like most people do when they put the swap in and run the P75. Ends up burning the rings.
Yeah.
And
so
it's
not
not
give it
good.
a little more fuel, because it's a little more motor than the P75 is used to. We're going to have an OBD2
Style
plug on the alternator here. The same kind I have on my CRX, just because these are more common than the OBD 0, OBD 1 B series alternators. The CRV takes the same kind of alternator on most, and so does the Integra LS, GSR, B16. So you can put any of those into your car without having any swap issues.
Oh, and this is definitely this is the newer style bracket.
The newer style bracket.
So it doesn't instead have of the casting.
Instead of the cast one like the PR3s have, the early B16s. This has the later stamped steel, I guess, with a little welded tab.
I think it was the low compression B20 Honda and cast one, or something like that. Like the older version of the B20 had the cast, and then the newer ones had the actual stamped version.
Sure.
I remember we went through the alternator situations with these.
We're gonna need a special header to run this motor in the car, because there's only a little bit of space here. So you need a special. We'll probably get the 1320 header that comes out around the transfer case here. They can put on a CRV. It's probably the best bet to go other than factory.
I think that's about it for the motor.